Hey everyone, I'm Steve. Welcome back to Kettle Haven Ranch. Today, November 30th, 2020, we are in the apiary after a fresh snowfall. Here we go. Well, we had an inch or so of fresh snow last night. We have to open up the hives. They need to have their ventilation going through. We do that at the entrance. You want to scrape away your snow and let the bees have some airflow coming through. Very important. So all I'm going to do on this hive, it's rather easy, quite honestly. All I'm going to do is just open it up a little bit, reach in, pull the snow out of the way, and that hive's set. Seeing some dead bees at the bottom of your hive is normal. That's fine. And then out in the snow, that is also normal. Let's move on to the next hive. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing here. Reach down, clear out the snow. Here's our opening on this particular hive right here. We have an entrance reducer in. Sorry if my head gets in the way there. We have an entrance reducer right here. And that's all we have to do to open it back up for those bees. Move on to the next one. Here's our next hive. It's hard to tell if she's moving or not. I think she's dead. And we have a lot of bees at the entrance here. This is not a good sign. There shouldn't be that many bees at the bottom of the hive. That worries me. We're right at freezing right now. I really don't want to open up the hive and look because it'll let out too much heat. It's better to make a note of this and then we'll move along. In the springtime, we'll see what happens. If I do get a warm day, a particular warm day, I will open it up and check out, see what's going on inside the hive itself. But nothing's forecast in the near future. This hive, I suspected might be having a problem when we went out and fed it. And as you can see, hopefully you can, it's just packed with dead bees inside the screen here. I have a feeling this hive's definitely gone, but we'll hope for the best. Sometimes when they do that changeover from the summer bees to the winter bees, they don't get them cleaned out as well as they should. These last two hives we looked at were the Italians. And I've suspected for a while now that they're not as cold hardy as we'd like for our area. They don't tend to cluster up in enough time. Okay, with this hive, this is what you would expect. See how we have a big cluster of dead bees right on the edge? They've been cleaned out. This is pretty normal. I like to see them get them further out. But seeing them on the ramp here, seeing them in the snow, that's really normal this time of year. Okay, still looking pretty normal. The amount of bees that are inside the screen is pretty typical. They're not getting them all the way out. This might be a problem with using the hardware net for our hornet and wasp screens, but we'll see later on. I'll get the camera down closer on this one. You can see, even though it looks pretty bad from this angle, as we get closer, we end up seeing there's not that many bees there, which is a good thing. Let me rearrange the camera here and we'll do a fuzzy fadey thing and come back with a close-up. Here we go. Okay, excuse the jittery shot here. Just holding it by hand in the snow. And as you can see, the bees that are lined up here on the other side of the screen, they're not that deep. It's rather, it looks bad from a distance, but up close, there's really not that many bees in there. And that'd be what you'd expect in the fall with these bees. So I'm not going to get too worried about this hive either. I think it's looking pretty good. All right, this is the final hive we're going to look at today, and looks fine. The few bees that are out here, the bees on the ground in front of it, might not come out in the camera, but that's normal housekeeping. The bees are getting rid of their dead, and they take them out and they throw them off the entrance and down in front of the hive. Nothing to be worried about. Probably a good cluster of bees in there right now. They're staying warm, and that's the way we want to keep them. So don't panic. Don't jump in and open up your hive to see why all your bees are dead, because by doing so, you just lowered that internal temperature from up in the 90s down to 32 degrees, and you killed a bunch of bees. And then the whole colony is probably going to go. So we'll keep that locked up, and looks good. We already fed them. One thing I might do, we'll see if we have any really big cold snaps coming, is slide these closer together. But for right now, we've had a mild winter, and they're looking fine. Hey, as usual, please hit the subscribe button, ring the notification bell, hit the like, little thumbs up guy, that sure helps. And sure appreciate you watching the videos. We got a lot more coming up. We got a lot more ranching stuff coming up. And we have a lot more with the bees for 2021. Okay, everyone, stay safe, stay healthy, avoid the COVID, and take care.